What's up, YouTube? Jamie Woods, another video, and let's talk about Manchester United, guys. I made sure that this day, the transfer window deadline day, was a day that I make a Manchester United video because I knew this shit was going to happen. Now, first of all, guys, a lot of shit has gone down in the last couple days with Manchester United, just overall transfers. First of all, Thomas Partey, someone that I wanted for Manchester United, is going to Arsenal. Arsenal probably had a fucking pull all the stops in order to get this man in the team. But look at Arsenal. They're improving. They picked up one of the best CDMs, one of the best holding midfielders in the whole entire world that I wanted for Manchester United. But Thomas Partey, he's going over there to Arsenal, right? And there's a lot of other players joining all different sorts of teams all over the world. The Prem League is on fire right now. A lot of crazy upsets that went down this past weekend. And before I actually even get into the transfers, let's go into what happened on Sunday. Guys, I think Sunday is going to be a day where we're going to remember for a very long time. I think a lot of Manchester United haters, a lot of Spurs fans, and a lot of United, everyone from the Premier League and soccer world is going to remember what happened yesterday. First of all, United got spanked. I think, was it 6-1? It was 6-1, guys. They conceded 6 goals on us. Tottenham. And I'm not saying Tottenham is a bad team. I think they're a much improved team, and with the additions that they've added. But guys, how in the fuck do we concede 6 goals? Harry Maguire, man. You see, this is the thing, bro. I'm a huge Harry Maguire supporter. I've supported Harry Maguire since that man stepped foot on Old Trafford back last year against Chelsea for his first game as a Manchester United player. And this, by far, is the worst game I've ever seen Harry Maguire. A lot of us were questioning, how's Harry Maguire going to come back from what happened to him last, a couple of months ago in Greece? How is he going to come back from that? And so far, guys, Harry Maguire has been abysmal. And I hate to say that because I love Harry. Our back four is just not it. Luke Shaw, very injury prone. Harry Maguire, what the fuck was that on Sunday, bro? What the fuck was that? Bailey, or however the fuck you pronounce his last name, didn't have a great game either. Not as abysmal as Harry Maguire. But we are still yet to find a partner for Harry Maguire. Or maybe, you know what? Just scratch that. Harry Maguire is probably not even the solution for center back. I think we might have to look somewhere else, guys. I think that might be a huge hole, a huge gap in this team for this upcoming season, guys, that nobody expected. Because the thing is, last season, guys, Manchester United was one of the top 5 teams in the whole entire world in Europe when it came to least conceded goals for the year of 2019-2020. Manchester United is right up there with Liverpool. Now we're over here conceding fucking 6 goals in one game to Tottenham? Not even Liverpool. Not Manchester City. Tottenham. Jose Mourinho, our old coach, getting his revenge finally on Manchester United in a big way that no one will ever forget. Son demolishing us. Harry Kane demolishing us. All of them demolishing us. We haven't done shit. We only scored 1 goal, and that 1 goal came from Bruno Fernandes' penalty. We couldn't even get a regular fucking goal. Anthony Martial kicked out of the game, red carded. Bruno Fernandes was fucking benched for the second half of the game because supposedly there was an altercation or argument that it got so bad in the back when probably with Harry Maguire and Bruno, they had to bench Bruno. It was so bad they benched it. You know what? Stay in the locker room with fucking Anthony Martial. We can't have this right now. They took the side of Harry Maguire. He's been in the team longer. But in reality, guys, what I'm learning is that Bruno Fernandes is actually the captain of this team. He's the real captain of Manchester United. He's the one you don't want to anger. He's the one you don't want to piss off. He's actually done a lot more for United than Harry Maguire has. And Maguire's done some things for us. But Bruno's better. Bruno's a player that we need more players like Bruno. More players that hold players accountable. That are passionate about wearing the badge. It seems like no one's passionate about Manchester United anymore. No one's passionate about having us win again. We lost 6-1 to Tottenham. We're in the bottom of the table, guys. We're almost relegation zone. I know it's only 4th week, 3rd game, but we're in the bottom, almost in the bottom of the table with the relegation teams. How embarrassing is that? Arsenal, meanwhile, Arsenal, a team that we ridicule on a weekly basis, is in the top 4. And they just picked up Thomas Partey. Arteta is actually leading his team somewhere. And that's something we need in Manchester United, guys. We need vision. I think, honestly, guys, I'm not an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hater. I'm not an Ole out. I'm actually Ole in. I don't think any coach can come in this squad and improve this squad more than what it already is. At the moment, that's out in the market. Maybe Pochettino. But the thing is, guys, what I love about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's trying to bring back to the old traditions, the philosophy, the identity, the blueprint of Manchester United back. We're a team that develops players from youth and develops them into great players. We invest in the youth. We give chances. We're not a team that goes out and buys big-time players like fucking, no offense, but we bought Zlatan, and he did good for a season. But Zlatan and Alexis Sanchez and all these big players that haven't done shit for us. Lukaku, all these players. We were never that club, and we turned into that club. We lost our identity. And then Ole came in, tried to turn it around. And of course, it was difficult the first year or so, first year and a half. But this past summer, we did terrific. It was a whole new Manchester. And yeah, we stumbled, but it was a whole new team. It gave the fan base, like, that passion back, that trust, that belief that this team was going to pull through and get us back to the glory days, get us back to hoisting the Premier League, get us back to hoisting the Champions League. And what happened? First of all, the board has let us down. The board never gives Ole Gunnar Solskjaer what the fuck he wants. We wanted Sancho. Sancho, I swear to God, guys, I will be telling my kids about the Sancho transfer saga. This Sancho transfer saga is probably one of the fucking worst, one of the most time-consuming, draining things I've ever gone through as a fan of any sport. And I'm a fan of the Patriots. I'm a fan of many other teams, guys. But this shit from Manchester United is the worst shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. All this hype since last year, guys. Not even this year. Last year. We're talking about Ole's first year. I heard rumors about Sancho. Whatever. Then it started heating up more once the season began last year. Then it got scorching hot once we had that win streak going on in the summer. Because we're like, oh, as soon as transfer opens up, we're going to get Sancho. 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 The transfer saga opens up. What happens? Cricket, 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 cricket. August. Cricket, 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 cricket. September. Donny van der Beek. Cricket, 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 cricket. October. Cavani. Okay? Cool. Who else? Tellez. Cool. Nice. All right. Who else? No Sancho. Sancho isn't coming to this team, guys. We're going to have to face the facts here. We're only a couple hours away from the deadline. No Sancho. This team doesn't have the money, guys. Which means, where is that money going to? On top of the performances, which I will actually, my mind's all over the place, guys. I don't know if you know, I'm gonna get to all these points. But let's focus on the board. Where in the fuck is all that money going to? We're the 3rd biggest club in the whole entire world, guys. The 3rd biggest, most richest club in the entire world. Chelsea. Chelsea is out here spending a lot of fucking money. Chelsea's out here spending a ton of money trying to be the best club in the world. Arsenal's brought in players to make them the best club in the world. Liverpool has brought in players for them to retain being one of the best clubs in the world. Manchester City has bought in players. And yes, we've bought in players. But how about the players that Ole wants? We haven't gotten that. We didn't get Sergio Reguilón. Right? Look at him in Tottenham now. Haaland. There was rumors about Haaland. We never picked him up. He went to Dortmund. Now look at him. One of the best players in the world at his position. Gabriel. There was rumors about Gabriel. Now look at him in Arsenal. Gareth Bale. Tottenham. How about Sancho? Is he going to go to Barcelona? Is he going to go to Real Madrid? Is he going to go to Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea next year? When a lot of more clubs are going to be available to pick him up? Does Manchester United think that we're going to be able to get him next year after all the bullshit we put that man through, Sancho through this past fucking this transfer window? The man, why do you think he pulled out of those 2 games for Dortmund? Out of sickness? Out of injury? No, it's because he was trying to force a move. Let's be obvious here, guys. He missed out on the Bayern Munich game, which is a huge game. He was expected to play. And then the game this past weekend. None of those games Sancho was even in. He was trying to force a move. The man wants to come to Manchester United. And this club, these people aren't doing anything, which tells me we're broke. We're either too broke or we're too lazy and fucking cheap. Because of the coronavirus. Has that stopped Chelsea from buying players left and right? They just bought another player today, actually, as we speak, guys. That hasn't stopped a lot of clubs from signing big-time players and signing players that meet their system and that will help them out. However, Manchester United, we leave all that shit to the end. All of it to the end. And now we're struggling the last day. And I don't even think Sancho's going to come to us. And honestly, in the future, I would not blame Sancho for even rejecting the idea of coming to Manchester United after what we put him through. The embarrassment that this club is. Losing 6-1 of the weekend. Our owners are trash. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the poor guy, I feel for Ole Gunnar the most out of anybody in this fucking team. Out of anybody in this organization, the number one person, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Sir Alex. Sir Alex is probably fucking dying right now at what they've done to this fucking club. This club used to be the best of the best. Now it's a joke. Arsenal. It's the next Arsenal. We're the next Milan. That's what we are, depending on our past glories to make us the money. All those fans that we could have been having, all those fans that we had, they're going to be going somewhere else, guys. They're going to go to Manchester City. They're going to be going to other clubs. But moving on from that, let's talk about the performances, guys. Let's talk about the performances on Sunday. Guys, I've heard from many different sources, guys. And if we do the math right now, I would love to do the math. However, I don't get a calculator and all that. But from what I've been told, Manchester United has one of the most expensive rosters in the world. One of the most expensive. And we're over here playing like shit. Which means to tell me something is up. And I'm not blaming this on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Maybe partly. I'm not an Ole outer. However, guys, something's up. Because you can blame the owners all you want. You can blame Ole Gunnar. You can blame other people for our failures. However, guys, I think the players are ultimately to blame as well. We need to blame the players. The players on that pitch, they're not performing good enough. Pogba has been lazy. I don't know why. Harry Maguire, the defense is in shambles. Our strikers haven't been able to get anything. Our midfield just something's up with this team, guys. I don't know if they're sucking on purpose to get Sancho to deliver a message to the board, or maybe this team is drained and tired, or they're just the locker room hasn't been the same, or maybe I don't know. Maybe they're not as good as we thought they were. Maybe their luck ran out after the summer. I don't know what's going on, guys. But the players on the field are to blame as well. Personally, guys, if I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'd try to mix it up. I think the formation that we have right now, guys, we need to switch it up. We need to either do a 4-3-3, switch it up, do a different type of formation. I think what's going on, guys, is basically a lot of these teams are studying us. And they're like, hey, this is what this team does. Of course, we have the same formation, same 11 players playing. So, of course, if they watch enough tape, they're going to be able to see what are the weaknesses that we have, what are the players' individual weaknesses, what is it that we do, whatever it is, guys. And we need to switch it up, guys. You cannot be having the same formation, the same type of shit against Jose Mourinho 2 times in a row. We did the same formation, the same shit in the summer, and we did it again. The summer was 1-1. This time was 6-1. So Jose definitely studied up. I think Ole needs to start switching it. We can't keep doing the same formation. I like that formation, guys, but you can't keep doing the same formation. Switch it up. Leave Bailey there for another game. Start putting in Donny van der Beek to start. Because I think Pogba, to be honest with you guys, Pogba, maybe the coronavirus affected him. I don't know what it is. He doesn't look like the same player. We need to mix it up. Give him some competition. Put in Donny van der Beek. The guy did not come to Manchester United to sit on the bench. Put in Donny van der Beek. Have a midfielder, Bruno, Donny, maybe Matic or Fred, right? Matic particularly. You have that, right? You mix it up. Now that we're getting Cavani, if that should be able to give Martial the drive and the push to get back to the form he was in the summer. Right? So now that we have competition, especially with Luke Shaw and Alex Telles out in left back, that should be interesting to see who's going to win that competition. But we need to start getting that competitive spirit again. We need to start switching up. Oli needs to send a message to these players. I think Oli has been a little bit too nice. He tries to come off as a douche, as the way Sir Alex used to be, where he was kind of a prick a little bit when he had to. But it just is not going. You can just tell it's not it. He needs to start switching it up. Trying new formations out. Trying giving the players different instructions, we need to switch it up. We need to freshen up. I don't like what I'm seeing, guys. Ever since the season started, our first 3 games have been abysmal. We were lucky to beat Brighton. And Crystal Palace spanked us. And so did the Spurs. We need to try out new things, Ali. New things, new players, and new positions. We need to get that competition up. These players are lazy. They're not playing for shit. They're like, all right, why should I have to play a good game every game if I have nobody to take my place? I could just have a shitty game and, all right, I'll start next week again. That's the way some of these players are thinking. But if you take out Pogba, the best player in our team, from a historical standpoint, from a player that's accomplished the most, Pogba, if you take put Donny van der Beek and now send a message to the team like, hey, I ain't fucking around. Take out Harry Maguire, put in fucking, we sold Smalling, right? Yeah, we sold Smalling. But you put in someone else, that will send a message. We need to start sending messages. We can't have another result like this. Imagine facing a Liverpool or Manchester City. They'll spank the shit out of us all around. They're going into Champions. I'm worried about the Champions League, guys. Even with the players we brought in, I'm worried about the Champions League. We're going to be facing the likes of PSG, Barca, if we even make it past the group stage, actually. Barca, Real, Juve, they would spank us. We don't have that type of team to compete against those type of teams. We need to start improving. And I like the fact what we're doing for Youth Academy. We need to start improving. We need a vision, guys. This team needs a vision. Oli has that vision, but we need a director of football. We need to get the Glazers out. We need to get Woodward out. They don't know what the fuck they're doing from a football standpoint. Right? I'm liking what we're doing with the Youth Academy. We're focusing a lot on youth. That's good. Keep that. But we also need to bring the players that Oli wants. Personally, if I were to run the club, if I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and I was going to the board requesting players, I would have requested at least 4 to 5 players. And you know what those players would have been, guys? Let's start off. Number 1, Thomas Partey. He's actually going to Arsenal. $40 million or so. 40 to 45 release clause. For a player of that magnitude like Thomas Partey, one of the best holding midfielders in the world, defensive midfielder, I would have picked him up easily. 40 to 45 mil, right? You pick up Thomas Partey. I would have loved a player like Gabriel from Lille, who's actually in Arsenal. And I'm speaking as if it's the beginning of the transfer window this past summer. All right? No one's picked anyone up, right? So Gabriel from Lille, look at him in Arsenal right now. I would have loved a player like that, a pair with Harry Maguire, speedster. I think he's left-footed. It would have definitely been nice to have, right? So Thomas Partey and Gabriel for 20 to 25. You pick up Sergio Reguilon or pick up Alex Telles, which we did. We picked up Alex Telles, or either or. Both of them were around 25 mil, which is a bargain for both of those players, right? You pick up a left back, right? So now we pick up Thomas Partey, Gabriel, Alex Telles, or Sergio Reguilon, right? 4th player is I would have picked up definitely a Donny van der Beek-ish type of guy. So I think Donny van der Beek is definitely a great player to have. So I think having a midfielder to rotate with Bruno and Pogba and all those guys was much needed. So Donny van der Beek is a good signing. And one guy that I would have picked up. So Donny Van de Beek is also on my list, which I'm happy he's on the team. 5th, Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, guys, first of all, you need to get a player like Jadon Sancho for several reasons. I've discussed this before. First of all, for the dignity of this fucking club, guys. For the prestige of this club. Guys, all these clubs are hearing Manchester United is picking up Jadon Sancho. Manchester United is picking up Jadon Sancho. Manchester United is picking up Jadon Sancho. You have Liverpool having rumors about Thiago for a whole couple months. What happened? They picked up they picked up who they wanted to pick up. When a club says they want to pick up something, you hear all the hype and all the shit surrounding it. That club has to basically, if that player is good enough and meets their system, definitely pick him up. You don't want to be a team that has all this hype. Oh, yeah, we're going to pick him up. We're going to pick him up. Bid this, bid that. What negotiations, never pick him up. It's just embarrassing. Look how I'm embarrassed to be a Manchester United fan. All this shit for Jadon Sancho for so many months, and we never picked him up. We're still a couple hours. I mean, we still can. While I'm recording this video, there's still a couple hours left. We still can. However, I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to pick up Jadon Sancho. And it's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing as a club. It makes your club look like a fucking joke. All this shit for nothing. You put your fans through all this for nothing. You know how many shirt sales that man will have? Sancho will have. Sancho will be one of the biggest players that's come to Manchester United since maybe Pogba. And maybe he's even bigger. Sancho's an elite player. He's a generational player. Look at him in Dortmund. He's a player that can make our attack lethal. Imagine him, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, and Cavani in an attack. You know how great that is? And yeah, Bruno, Donny, and Pogba and all these guys passing it to them. You understand how deadly that attack is? And now we might sacrifice having this player go to a different team and blowing up in our faces like Haaland has in Dortmund? You know how painful that is? We're not going to get another player for like Jadon Sancho at that position. He's better than any other option. Dembele and all these guys that we were trying to get. He's better than any single one of them. He's not that injury prone. Really good scorer. Quick. Everything you would want. He's English. He knows how the English game is played. He would fit right in. He wants to come here. That's a player you want. But, of course, we're not going to pick him up because we're cheap. And or either that or we're broke. We don't know. I honestly don't know where that money went to. It sucks. Ollie isn't being backed. And he might pay the price for it. He might lose his job. And it's sad. It's honestly a sad time being a Manchester United fan, guys. It really is. 2020 has been a bad year for Manchester United. It's been a good but a bad year. We had a great summer, great honeymoon phase, and now we're back to the crazy shit. Getting spanked 6-1 on live television to Tottenham. To our old manager on live television. No Sancho. This team is broken, guys. This team is broken. And me as a fan, I'm broken too.